been doing construction in the local area for a long time. They are the builders here at our new Indian Rocks Beach project called La Linda. We're just gonna have a conversation about what we're doing here, what this looks like, how the project's gonna end up, the timelines, and I happen to know them both personally and they're both really awesome, so we're just gonna start having a conversation about what we're building here.
So we've got 5 different building pads that we're putting down here for 5 separate buildings. Each building is a duplex, so there's a total of 10 buildings. And the soils report showed organic material, which is basically trees and whatever unsuitable dirt, basically. You don't want to build a building on top of dirt like that, or where there's stuff that could rot, things could settle later. So we've had to excavate all 5 building pads, and we've gone down about 8 to 10 feet. A lot of challenges because we're close to the water table, so then they fill up like a swimming pool. So then you've got this big irrigation system all around here and a diesel powered pump, and we've been sucking water out of here, probably a swimming pool per hour. We excavate a pad and then we bring in compactable clean fill that's been filtered on another site, off site, and then they're bringing them in. We dump them over there, this guy puts them in, and then the big roller goes and compacts it so that the soil is extremely tight. At this point we've got 2 pads done, and if everything goes good and we don't get rained out, we'll have some concrete being poured in a few weeks.
That is one of the prime examples of a great beginning, because what you don't want is organic matter in your soil. That's how you end up having buildings that are built that have structural problems, cracking in the foundation. So this is just a very good start to a very well-built building that we're about to build here. What's your thoughts? What do you love about this project?
What I love is the thoroughness in the pre-construction. Greg and I started doing design build, I'd say 6 or 7 years ago, because we found it difficult to just do the construction aspect because so much of a project goes into the design and planning. So we've really streamlined the design build process, and it's nice to see that come to fruition here. We've got a professional team, and I can tell the project's going to come off really smooth because the pre-construction was done so thoroughly.
You know, I want to add something to this project here. This project, these units are going to be about 2,300 square feet, 3 stories. The bottom story is going to be a massive garage area where you can store your kayaks and your boats. Every single one of these units is going to have its own private pool. Each of the spaces outside are going to have your own private 8 to 10 foot outside kitchen, running water, grill area. I love the design style. We don't have a lot of it here in Florida. It's really classy, it's really beautiful, clean lines. We're just a block and a half from Indian Rocks Beach, from like feet in the sand here. So this is just like the ultimate in location, the ultimate in design style, the ultimate in a good construction project. This is Mark Perkins. He's adding in here to our conversation. He is the project manager here. He is extremely knowledgeable. What are some of your top 2 favorite features of this project?
I'd say the pool's in the backyards. You know, I like having my own private pool, and I know the landscaping is going to be incredible.
Greg, what are your favorite features?
You know, I got a couple things I like about when we were designing the kitchens. I like the oblong rectangular window at the counter height in the kitchen. It's kind of a different feature. You don't usually see that. It adds a lot of space to the kitchen. The whole first floor living is really spacious. The back doors are going to have full glass. The whole wall is glass, so you're going to be able to look out and see the garden, see the pool. I just think that's really cool. And there's a lot of things that I really like, that, you know, kind of contemporary Scandinavian designs a little bit. You don't see it all the time, and my architect threw a little splash of creative in there, and I like that. And I think it's going to be a great project. You know, I might buy one myself.
Nelson Construction and Renovations also has our own custom cabinet shop, so all the cabinets are custom made by our experts, so that makes the project really easy too, because we can customize it according to the details, and we're not waiting for cheap cabinets. They're going to be really high quality.
The bathroom vanities, the kitchen cabinets, all the millwork is done in-house. We're not sourcing that out. We have a shop manager and 2 install professionals. It makes for a much quicker project, which is one of the reasons we got into the millwork. You got your cabinet shop guy actually verifying layout before sheetrock's going on, so things can happen a little quicker without compromising in the quality.
When you are working with the design team at the very beginning of the project, through the drawings, you end up with a better set of documents. You get better pricing, and you have a better project because there's less confusion about what has to happen because you already worked it out. 80% of the work done in a project is done at the beginning. The other 20% is at the end, and the middle is just cruising. but it's really a lot of work to get it off the ground and get everything working. So when you do it on a design build basis, okay, you're not waiting for the plans and then quickly scramble to try to find and make sure that they're all worked out. You're working with the design team from the beginning. Oh, wait a minute, move that over here. Put that circuit breaker panel behind the door over here. You get all those details worked out prior to bidding, prior to construction. There's less things that slow us down in the field when we're actually in production.
So we just finished talking with the builders here. As I said, there's 5 separate buildings, 10 separate units. Each of the units are about 2,200 square feet. These are like high-end luxury townhouses. We're trying to get this project done by early February 2023. It might push up until about May or June. It's gonna obviously depend on the weather. Indian Rocks Beach is just becoming so more and more popular. The best part of this project, which I think is super cool, is that you are allowed to actually do short-term rentals. So you can buy this unit for yourself, live in it, and then you can actually rent it out furnished while you're not here. Short-term, 3 nights, 5 nights, 7 nights. I do represent a lot of buyers, sellers. I kind of specialize in the sort of short-term rental area. I have a handful of my own. That is such a cool way to make your property not only pay for itself, but a profit for you when you're not using it. There's only 10 of them. We'll be tracking along with this project as we go, and I'll be sure to try to give you updates.